What's up, guys? It's your most loved Power Scaly here, King of Godzilla, and today we're back with another video. And this video is a video that I've talked about before, and I think that you guys are now ready to see. Manic, he'll probably watch this video, and I know exactly who he's going to be voting for. Today's video, you've all seen from the title, is Legendary Godzilla versus Final Wars Godzilla. There will be two parts to this. The first part is base forms, and the second part is amped forms. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. Categories: Power. Monster vs. Godzilla before the events of 2014, when he was younger, fought Shinomura, who survived the meteor. I think it was the Permian asteroid. Shinomura could also survive off of one cell, meaning that if he or she wanted to recreate themselves, it could with just one cell. When Godzilla fought it, it split into two, and Godzilla disintegrated one of them. Let me show you this scan. This is Godzilla when he killed one of them, just disintegrated it. And then here's the other scan of him doing it. Right here. Blasting the second Shinomura. In 2014, Godzilla fought the male and the female Muto, aka female Muto. The Muto's EMP could shut off all electronic devices in a 5-mile radius and weaken Godzilla's energy and the atomic breath. And the energy that they weakened was the Hollow Earth energy, because he gets energy from the Hollow Earth. When Godzilla fought the two Mutos in San Francisco while weakened, he could toss both the male and female Muto around in a 1v1. In the 2v1, he was losing but still kept going. Even when the Mutos pierced his skin, causing him immense pain, he could still fight. It's even stated that if Godzilla wasn't weakened, he could one or even two-shot the female Muto. Let me show you. Here's the scan. It's in Japanese. So here, quote: depiction of the new evolved Godzilla's heat radiation. The female Muto attacks Godzilla with the heat ray radiation that is different from the one that of the Japanese Godzilla. It would be impossible for the female Muto to survive after being hit twice by these heat rays. So basically, it's saying that if Godzilla wasn't weakened, he could two-shot the female Muto. And I think the male Mewtwo would get one shot because we see that he gets one hit KO'd by a tail smack into a building. And the female Mewtwo is more durable than the male Mewtwo, as shown, him getting one shot by the tail. And so the male Mewtwo should get one shot, but you can argue it also gets two shot. But I argue it gets one shot. After the events of 2014, Godzilla fought the Muto Prime, who is the strongest Muto out there. Muto Prime was also the one who killed Dagon, which is Godzilla's ancestor. Godzilla was able to injure Muto Prime and match her blow for blow. Muto Prime could also create magnitude 5 to 8 earthquakes. When Muto Prime creates earthquakes, the power is different for each. A magnitude 5.0 earthquake is 200 tons of TNT. Magnitude 6 is 6,270 tons of TNT. 7 is 199,000 tons of TNT, and 8 is 6,270,000 tons. It's also stated that Muto Prime can create magnitude 12 earthquakes, which is stronger than Kong's. So here's a scan. Let me read it off. Monitor describes Muto Prime as bioterrestrial. Muto Prime appears to create earthquakes and is capable of manipulating tectonic plates. It also exploits weaknesses in fault lines that it discovers as it travels underground across the Earth. According to Godzilla Aftershock writer Arvin Nelson, Muto Prime could cause an earthquake as powerful as magnitude 12. So that's insane, with the proper fault lines, although conditions for quakes of the magnitude are very rare. So basically, it's saying that literally Muto Prime, who's weaker than MZ, can create magnitude 12 earthquakes and break fault lines. So that's pretty impressive. It's also stated that Arvin Nelson. It's also stated by Arvin Nelson that Godzilla is stronger than Muto Prime. And then here's the scan. Also, by the way, I created a whole script for this, and I'm reading it off. So yeah, that's how I'll scan everything. Also, when I was asking about which was more powerful, I was meaning, who do you consider the Muto Prime to be physically stronger than Godzilla? Or are they on par when it came to physically? And it's just that she had abilities to counter his attacks. Okay. And Army Nelson replied with, okay. Godzilla is definitely more powerful. He's the king of the monsters. He's the alpha, the ultimate apex predator. Although Calm might have something to say about that. It's more than Mushi has special abilities that make her exceptionally dangerous to him. For example, EMPs, being able to like weaken him. So yeah. In Godzilla King of the Monsters, after having 5 years of rest, after fighting Muto Prime, Godzilla awoke and fought King Ghidorah. I'm excluding the Arctic fight for this part because Godzilla does literally nothing. He doesn't hit Ghidorah once. When Godzilla drags Ghidorah underwater, he ripped off one of the heads, aka Kevin. It was also stated that Godzilla would have killed Ghidorah in the water if it wasn't for the oxygen destroyer. After Godzilla received his amp, he fought King Ghidorah in Boston, and he was overpowering him for most of the fight. Using quantum scaling, I calced Amp Godzilla for a low ball, 270.237.285.9632 gigatons, which is a large island. Mid ball, 48.37247.41874 teratons, which is country. High ball, 473.2537894436 exatons, which is small planet. And the other high ball is 84.7124284 zetatons, which is planet. And when Godzilla entered his thermonuclear, he unleashed 3 pulses at Ghidorah, which left one of his heads left. Godzilla then proceeded to disintegrate his head with the atomic breath. I also calced where he got rid of the storm of thermo. So this was my first time like actually like using like real calcs, I actually researched stuff instead of like typing random numbers and stuff. Quantum scaling, I actually did stuff as well. So the big storm we see is when it covers Brazil. So the storm with Brazil is 1,380 miles, or 22 million. Wait, sorry, 222 million. Sorry, 2 billion. 220,894.72 meters. So this should be the width of the storm. The storm speed is 22,033.52 meters per second, which is Mach 64.749248. The mass of the storm is 220,754,334.42 kilograms, and in kilograms to kilojoules, that is 1.98404101298 E plus 22. And kilojoules to joules is 198,404.10129809999 times 1,000. The formula says to multiply it by 1,000. Joules to exatons, 4.7419717973233189 exatons, meaning multi-continental. So Thermo just getting rid of Ghidorah's Category 6 hurricanes get him to multi-continental. So that's pretty impressive. There's also this calc, which was made by Godzilla King of the Monsters. The widest part of this full storm visible, probably more behind Mach Zero's name. 1,911 pixels. South America, 2,274 pixels. Storm with 4,285.884 kilometers. The height is 1,130 kilometers. The area is 440,684,650,27507 m to the power of 2. Pretty sure that's to the power. Times 8,000 times 1,503 times 1,130,000. The cape, or cap, or is cape from what I can tell. 598-763-524-4-540-909-840-000 joules, or 143 teratons, times 100 storms of the novel would be 14,310.79 teratons, which means supercharged Ghidorah is superior to the highest ball of Final War's base. So that right there, just that sentence, supercharged Ghidorah is superior to the highest highball of Final War's base. And Godzilla can beat that. Well, we're talking about supercharged, and then Godzilla was actually losing, so yeah, never mind. Kinetic energy, volume 163022796604934635099627796.25 centimeters to the power 3, 1.503 G slash centimeters. So I think that's like gallon per centimeter, like gram per. I don't know. To the power of 3. So that is 2450326329721675655 .08276.375 kilograms plus 141,056,000. There's also so that would equal 24.520326329721816711474.08273 or sorry 6375 kilograms. The speed is 550 knots. 343 meters per second. Kinetic energy, that would be 1.4421776474875 E plus 27 joules. There's also 788.9 meters per second, which kinetic energy 7.6246733 5166 E plus 27 joules. There's also 2,058 meters per second. Kinetic energy, that would be. Oh, is this less or not? I don't know. 5.1888135426578 E plus 28 joules. There's also 3,978.8 meters per second, and the kinetic energy of that is 1.9394631952779 E plus 29 joules. And finally, we have 5,263 meters per second, and kinetic energy, that is 3.39347038950006 E plus 29 joules. Burning Godzilla kinetic energy within 10 seconds. The kinetic energy would be 3.0864811704811 E plus 33 joules. Hold on, give me a second to kill this curtain. No one likes you, kid. Literally no one. You have no mother, no father, no family. No one cares about you. Stop attacking me! Trash. Anyways. Burning Godzilla, kinetic energy within 10 seconds. I just read that. Max time frame 1.32 to 1.18 equals 14 seconds. The attack speed is 306,134.57 meters per second. Kinetic energy is 1.1481591030469 E plus 33 joules, which would be planetary, and divide by 6 for even VBW gooning. I have no idea what that is. Small planet. So you can get Thermo Godzilla to planet and small planet. I think that's also just without using quantum scaling calcs. So that's highly impressive. And that's just the power. Not for base. That's just for, what's it called? Base. Legendary. In Godzilla Dominion, Godzilla fought Scylla, or Scylla, while he was at his weakest. Godzilla tail smacked Scylla once, and she fled for her life. And that was, by the way, that was the weakest Godzilla. That's the weakest Godzilla we have ever seen in the MonsterVerse. After that, Godzilla went to check on Behemoth, and after watching him get folded into a pretzel by Amhaluk, he attacked Amhaluk. Godzilla looked at Amhaluk in the eye, and Amhaluk knew he could not defeat Godzilla, so he submitted. And like I said, that's the weakest Godzilla we've seen in the MonsterVerse. After that, Godzilla went to find a home and ran into Tiamat, who would have killed him if it wasn't for the land that they fell into. Godzilla defeated Tiamat and rested for 3 years. The intro GVK is stated to be canon by Adam Wingard himself. No clue how to pronounce this dude's name. So the question, all right. So the way the film begins, or at least the last 45 seconds, is kind of like with fight brackets, kind of like who's defeated, but with the outcomes going to Godzilla and Kong. But it's a standalone film, so are all of those defeats, everything a part of the Monsterverse, like canon, or is this just like kind of like a side story? And Adam Wingard replies with, I mean, I think you have to accept each of one of these as canon. And I'm sure that like there's flexibility within that because each of these movies are also kind of designed to stand alone. But presumably Godzilla got in there and either took on these monsters at some point between that film and this, or it's just considered to have beat them, have beat some of them just by conquering them in general and having them sort of bow down to him. In the intro GVK, it also shows Methuselah scaling to Rodan, so that's very neat. So we got scaling from Methuselah now. Let's just give a clap to Methuselah. Alright. It's also stated that Godzilla has fought every time at least once in the past. In all of the fights with Kong, it is stated Godzilla was toying with him. When Godzilla drills to the Hollow Earth, he's only using 50% of his power. It was also overpowered the Hollow Earth gravity bee. Or did I say gravity bee? It also overpowered the Hollow Earth gravity. There we go. I didn't mess with the wording this time. So here in the novel, correctly told him the worst was yet to come. We're about to breach the veil. He warned his passengers. He pushed the engines as far as they would go, and again they hit the strange space-time distortion, and the heave turned into a bullet firing through the roughest musket in the world. And eternity passed. No time passed at all, and suddenly they were rocketing from the passage into a kaleidoscope of colors and shapes. One shape in particular loomed large. They were on a collision course with Kong, who was in midair. They all screamed in unison as Nathan yanked back on the stick. He avoided the giant ape by hair's breadth. Breeds. Wondering what the hell was going on. When in his peripheral vision, he caught sight of a beam of blue energy spearing through the air. And he was flying through clouds of shattered glass and concrete, out of the frying pan and into a much bigger atomic frying pan. He put the craft into a climb, desperately trying to get away from the warring titans. He avoided the energy beam by a matter of feet and had one very unclose and personal. Yeah, and then it kind of stops there. So without using quantum scaling, you can get the Hollow Earth being quite high. Here are the calcs for it. Low ball, 222.087146445 megatons, which is mountain level. Mid ball, 26.627663446 gigatons, which is island level, or 31.96583 gigatons, which is island level. The high ball is 55.980259 exatons, which is moon level. So yeah, you can get just the Hollow Earth breath to moon level. Very impressive. And using quantum scaling, I got it to, for a low ball, 13.511864298816 gigatons, which is island level. Mid ball, 2.41862370937 teratons, which is small country. High ball, 23.66268947218 exatons, which is multi-continental. And the other high ball is 4.235624142 zetatons, which is small planet. When Godzilla does the beam clash with Mechagodzilla, he does lose, yes. But it is stated that Godzilla would have won the beam clash if at full power. Let me pull up another scan. I'll read the highlight. He's gone non-stop, and there's one shot where Godzilla and Mechagodzilla fire the beams at each other at the same time, right? And Mechagodzilla actually overpowers Godzilla. And I don't think that would have been the case if Godzilla's coming in fresh, but I think that he was weakened a bit. Clearly shown in the movie. It is also stated that Godzilla can split Kong down the middle. Keep in mind, this is a weakened Godzilla, who is at 50% or below. Crashing into the ape and flipping him backward to the water. Godzilla levered up as Kong continued the charge, swinging the shining axe and sinking it deep into one of Godzilla's thighs. The Saran shrieks, slamming Kong again, hurling him into the harbor, leaving the axe buried in his leg. Godzilla reached down with his mouth wrenched the weapon out and hurled it so that stuck in a skyscraper half a mile away. Then he swiveled and conjured another blast on the now defenseless Kong. Kong did the only thing he could do. He dodged. For all of his vast bulk, the Simian Titan was incredibly nimble. He swung through the buildings as he might a jungle, staying just ahead of the deadly beam as it sliced through buildings like butter. He could only stay ahead for so long, though, and eventually the Blu-ray struck him in the back. He screeched, piling into another building, beating the fire off his back. He staggered back to his feet, but Godzilla wasn't done yet. He tore the fierce blue beam of energy through the city, aiming to cut Kong in half. Kong kept running. D- Alright, are you guys able to hear me again? Let me check. Alright, yep. Okay, we're good. Sorry, my headphones just randomly cut off in the middle. Yeah. Kong kept running, ducking, sidestepping, evading the terrible weapon. Finally, leaping to the top of the tallest buildings he saw. Godzilla's breast sliced through the bottom, so it toppled, with Kong still clinging to it. So yeah, that's showing that Kong would literally get split in half by Godzilla. So that's very impressive. For Final Wars is Godzilla's power. Final Wars Godzilla got stronger during his period in the ice. He was trapped in the ice for 30 years. It's in Japanese. But one of my friends translated Godzilla Final King of the Monsters, 100 meters, 55,000 tons. The King of the Monsters that has plunged the Earth into a crisis of extinction many times since it first appeared in 1954. Outstanding in both strength and speed, its boast of invincible might. During the battle with the old Boomtown 30 years ago, Godzilla was sealed in the ice of Antarctica. The Earth's Defense Force called this location Area G Watching. Weapons included an enhanced version of the radiation hotline, the Super Spiral hotline, and the more powerful Red hotline, Red Lotus G Flash hotline. Oh, hold on. So he should scale above things from the past, including the 1954 oxygen destroyer, which he survived. And in the film, his best feat against Monster X's meteor could reach up to a maximum of 533.84 petatons, multi-continental, to 14.28 exatons of TNT, which is also multi-continental. This was using his full power, confirmed a couple of times. Hold on, let me pull up the scan. So one of my friends, Godzilla King of the Monsters Discord, I think his name's like Adrian or something. I just call him XSG for short. Monster X meteor speed 79,807,000 meters per second multiplied by 2.47. Velocity 79,807,000 times 2.47 equals 197,123,290 meters per second. Mass Godzilla height 1,005 pixels equals 100 meters. Dorsal plates width 168 pixels, which is 16.7164179,104 meters. Dorsal plates width 38 pixels, 16.7164179,104 meters. Atomic breath width 172 pixels, equals 75.6637863313 meters. Atomic breath width equals 166 pixels, which equals 75.6637863313 meters. Meteor equals 782 pixels, which is 356.4402464523 meters in diameter, which is 178.2201232262 meters, which is the radius. The sphere volume equals 4 divided by 3, I think, times pixel 178.2201232262 what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Uh Not to the square root. It's right? Is it squared? My head I can't. My head. Why? It's not multiplied. Oh, to the power of 3 equals 23 million 711,489.060718 meters to the power of 3. 80% hollowness since Monster X was inside. 18 million. There's an extra 9 there, so 189,969,191.248,574 meters to the power of 3. Stone meteor density equals 4,000 kilograms to the mass, which is divided by mass to the power of 3. I think that is, I don't know. I'm not, I'm not that smart in like power scaling. I mean, I'm decent. I'm pretty good at power scaling at like debating and like using calcs, but not like actually calcing stuff. Mass is 75 billion 764,994.296 kilograms. Monster X mass 60 million kilograms. Total mass 75 billion 963,764,994.296 kilograms. Energy output, relativistic kinetic energy, RKE equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 joules equals 533.836312 6912 petatons multi-continental. It took 8 seconds to destroy the meteor. Frag equals 8 joules divided or something. CC. Frag equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 times 8 divided by 8 equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 joules equals 533.8363126912 petatons multi-continental. Wait, isn't that the exact same thing I just read? I think it literally is. Assuming at least violent frag, as we see no chunks left, pulverization as it makes a crater with none left. V point frag is 69 joules. What? I'm just gonna say like divided CC. Frag equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 times 8 divided by 8 equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27. Wait, didn't I just read that? Oh, I was looking at the wrong part. Sorry. V point frag equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 times 69 divided by 8 equals 1.92645510 E plus 28 joules equals 4.6043381931 exatons multi-continental. Pulverization 214 joules divided by CC. Again, I don't know what the CC thing is, or if you're dividing or anything. Pulverization equals 2.2335711.323 E plus 27 times 214 divided by 8 equals 5.97480278 E plus 28 joules equals 14.280121367 exatons, which is multi-continental. So yeah, pretty impressive for Final Wars Godzilla. And keep in mind, that's just him destroying the meteor. It's confirmed that Godzilla was using his full power. The battle that ensued between Godzilla and the other gods was the largest ever, destroying the city and putting an end to Kaimi and his men. The king of the monsters, awakened from sleep by repeated wars and environmental catastrophes, has brought the world to the brink of extinction many times since his first appearance in 1954, but was sealed away in the waters of Antarctica by the Earth Defense Forces submarine warship Iting. I don't know. However, in the year 20XX, it was finally resurrected by the Earth Defense Forces in order to destroy the monster army controlled by the Exilians that had attacked the world. With his unimaginable agility and fighting skills, he defeats all monsters. Manila convinced him to stop the attack on the human race, and he quietly returned to the sea. The first time I saw him, he was country. The cup was lost in a battle in the war and was kept in the southern waters. Hyperspiral heat rays release at full power, blast the damaged rocks where the Monster X is lurking, approaching the Earth. The burning spark is the ultimate, fired by the absorbing the G particles handled by the new laughing body. It uses its light footwear to knock out the monster's creatures. Punch Monster X continuously. However, Godzilla seemingly grows stronger during this fight with Monster X, who had power and speed greater than his own and took no damage from the full power beam. And this was from King of the Monsters. Monster Man, the strongest tag team with a modified Gaigan, clipped Godzilla in the Monster X Godzilla in the Monster X is a giant meteorite where monsters lurk. The meteorite was hit by Godzilla's high bar spiral heat rays and exploded over Tokyo. The meteorite exploded over Tokyo, turning the city into a ruined castle. The Exilians, who have just witnessed the defeat of Gigan in the Arctic, are now hiding in space, or are they super monsters? Hiding in a giant meteorite, it flew to Earth. It boasts more power and speed than Godzilla, and its long, slender tail split into two halves. Spheres as a whip. Serves as a whip, which I cannot read. Serves as a whip with which to strike its enemies. It also has a long, slender tail that splits in two and becomes a weapon that strikes its enemies like a whip. So yeah, pretty impressive there. Durability. Godzilla at his weakest is him taking nukes to the face and stuff. This is Monster vs. Godzilla. During the fight with Kong, Kong struck him so hard that it had the power to shatter mountains. Let me pull up the scan. But as he thought this, the enemy only dragged him deeper with sweeps of its powerful tail. Parts of the metal things the small ones made went drifting by him. The things that floated on water, the flying dead things, like leaf wings but faster, all falling in this pool that had no bottom, like him. Then the water slapped him. His ears rang from a sound like the booming the sky made, but closer to the booming made by the small ones, with their flying dead things. It hurt, but the enemy jerked in his grip. More booms came, and from the barest instant, the enemy lost his grip. Another sound happened just behind the enemy's head. Kong tore his arms loose and swung. The water made his arm too slow, but his clenched fingers still connected. It was like punching a mountain. But even a mountain could give way if you hit it hard enough. He pulled his legs up, put both of them against the enemy's chest, and pushed. Even as everything seemed to be getting darker, like when the brighter circle of light went into the water and the clouds blotted out the little dim ones, the middle of him hurt more than ever, aching for air. He pushed harder, broke free, but then the huge tail hit him, and all of the air came out of him in huge silver bubbles, and water rushed in to take its place. The ocean surface boiled from underwater explosions, and then it stops there. So yeah, when Godzilla was weaker, he was also able to tank the Permian asteroid, which has been calculated for a lowball 8.9003 petatons. Multi-continental. Midball 761.76 petatons, multi-continental. Highball 15.25 exatons, which is also multi-continental. Godzilla and all the other titans on the planet take no damage from entering the Hollow Earth, which strikes them with the gravity of the planet, likely translating to GPE. Godzilla doesn't even flinch from over 700 petatons of TNT. Godzilla is also more durable than Kong, who can take the Hollow Earth gravity inversion. Kong survives the planet's gravitational inversion, which is 303.06 petatons multi-continental. Godzilla also uses the Hollow Earth as a subway, which he used to chase Ghidorah around. I hope YouTube's okay with me showing this. Bro, no one cares about this. Okay, I just hope I don't get, like, copyright for this.
It's always bad.
We lost Godzilla. He dropped off the scan near Venezuela.
Dropped off?
I'm telling you, Dr. Brooks was right. It's a hollow Earth. That's how he moves around so fast, using these underwater tunnels like wormholes, just like zipping around.
Everyone look sharp.
So yeah, let's just hope I don't get copyright. I really hope I don't. I don't think I will. So yeah, he uses the Hollow Earth tunnels as like a way to get around. Kong's axe gets powered up by 2 atomic breaths and whatever it absorbed from the core of the planet. Kong strikes this at Godzilla's skull, which explodes, knocking them both back. When Godzilla wakes up in the morning, he shows us that his skull is perfectly fine. We all know that Godzilla was stabbed in the leg, but seeing how he's undamaged in the head, this could be PIS. Being legendary, even in a weakened state, can take up to 18.85 exotons or so to the skull and would only be stunned. Godzilla could also take attacks from King Ghidorah, which is his strongest enemy. King Ghidorah can also wipe out all life on the planet very fast and create Category 6 hurricanes. Let me full scan. Features, contents. This is for the toy, but it has some stuff. I'm just going to go to product description. The beasts of ancient mythologies and legends are real and fight for dominance across the world. Humanity's efforts to coexist with these colossal forces of nature is led by Monarch, a highly equipped organization of the bravest scientists, adventurers, and military experts in the world. Now humanity enters a brave new era of discovery filled with unknown threats. Monarch classification Monster Zero, a three-headed serpent known throughout as myth, the one who is many. King Ghidorah arises from a freezing tomb of ice in Antarctica as the world's greatest danger. The ancient winged destroyer journeys through the skies, cloaked with an unstoppable storm of supercell thunder, driven by a primal instinct to destroy all life on Earth as a living extinction machine. And for Final Wars Godzilla, his durability. Final Wars Godzilla was able to tank the 1954 Oxygen Destroyer, which had been calculated 23.47 petatons of TNT multi-continental. He also takes attacks from Monster X and, you know, a bunch of other kaijus. Hold up. I'm gonna kill this G21. Dodged. My man combat logged. Sad. That's just sad. That's sad. Okay, moving on. Moving on to speed. When Godzilla was striking at Ghidorah in Boston, Monster vs. Godzilla official, and I mean official, animation shows him running at a speed of 206.4 miles per hour. It's a bit blurry. 206.4 miles per hour. This can be argued differently, though, because he was running faster than jets in the giant shockwave he created. And Godzilla vs. Kong, when he was Kong on all fours, was calculated to be 513 miles per hour. In terms of combat speed, Godzilla can keep pace with Monster Zero and Kong, and even Mechagodzilla without his boosters. What's impressive about this is that Kong can block and react to Godzilla's atomic breath, which could range from high to hypersonic to even light speed because it being pure radiation. And Ghidorah could dodge Godzilla's atomic breath at point blank. Final Wars Godzilla moves faster than Rodan, who showed at least supersonic speed on foot. In terms of combat speed, Godzilla spots and tags a meteor, aka Monster X's meteor, moving 65% of the speed of light, which from his perception appears to be slow. Please, someone tell me how that is slow. That is literally Mach 56,811,980.650729. Tell me, someone, how is that slow? I don't understand. Moving on to strength. Monster vs. Godzilla is capable of walking through the Golden Gate Bridge, which weighs 887,000 tons. He also flipped the boat Kong was on, which can weigh anywhere from 80,000 to 203,000 tons, and possibly 303,000 tons. Godzilla can also lift Muso Prime, who weighs 135,000 to 145,000 tons. Godzilla can also throw Monster Zero, who weighs 141,056 tons. Final Wars Godzilla was capable of throwing Kumonga past the horizon, and Kumonga is 30,000 tons. Final Wars Godzilla also catches King Caesar, who is 50,000 tons. Final Wars Godzilla's best feat is slamming Kaiser Ghidorah onto the ground repeatedly, and Kaiser Ghidorah weighs 100,000 tons. Hacks. Monster vs. Godzilla can see energy, probably mostly radiation, but who knows. He can also see energy without his eyes because he has heat vision, which is shown in Godzilla Dominion. Godzilla can feel continental shifts, has memorized the ocean's topography, and the sounds of its creatures, pollution, and hearing the ping of the orca throughout all sensation. We will scan. The deepest sound was time, the steady, slow grind of the earth, the slipping of stone under stone. He heard this not with his ears, but through his bones. It was the loudest in hot places where he fed and rested, but it was everywhere, the background against which all other sounds existed. Sometimes it grew sharper when the earth cracked and the heat came out, bearing sustenance. Quicker were the songs of the tides, which were nowhere the same. He knew each contour of the continents by the sound of their tides, moving in and out like breath. Even in the deep ocean, no two trenches or seamounts sounded the same as the surface swelled and sank above them. Smaller and swifter still, the clicks of the low and high calls of the great swimmers, the high-pitched piping of the smaller ones, the grunts, whistles, chirps of life. The sea was never silent, but it had been quieter. Before strange sounds invaded the ocean, the churning and banging and screeching of unliving things that left the smell of oil behind them. The great swimmers could no longer hear each other well. Sometimes they lost their way, could not find each other. Over the ages, the sounds of the sea had changed, but never so much and never so quickly. Now there was a new song. It pulsed through the deeps, faint but unmistakable. The voice of something in his territory that should not be there. From certain location, Godzilla could feel all the Titans. Godzilla can kill Shinomura without hitting the whole body, which could survive one cell. I showed this earlier. Okay, I don't have the scan of when he can feel all the Titans, but it's in the Godzilla Dominion book, which you guys should read. It's pretty good. Godzilla vs. Kong's novel states the atomic breath is a radiation more similar to the quantum states, which would be on an atomic to subatomic scale. Let me bring it up. Oops. Here was the proof. Another sort of energy, perhaps not nuclear in origin, but tied more closely to quantum states. All tides can enter in and out of the hollow earth, which has gravity likened to a black hole. This will not mean this is solar system, okay? Don't go in the comments and be like, oh my god, guys, we have proof. Legendary Godzilla and all the Titans in the Monsterverse, they all scale to solar system, bro. They're on Heisei to freaking Showa Godzilla levels. No, they are not. Shut your mouth. No, they are not. It just has gravity like a black hole. That doesn't mean it's as powerful as a black hole. It just the gravity is the same, meaning it could pull you, twist you, and stuff like that. Okay? So don't you dare go off people be like, oh my god, guys, look at the scan I found. Oh my god, guys, the Monsterverse is solar system. No, they are not. Okay? So, let me read. His throat caught on those last words. Simmons softened immediately and glanced at the news clipping about Dave. I'm sorry about your brother, Simmons said. He was a true pioneer. Thank you, Nathan said, trying to put on a polite smile, but it was, in fact, all he could do to not break down. He took a steadying breath. Simmons gave him a moment, then motioned toward the holographic globe. All four scans suggested a habitable environment down there. So what really went wrong? Your brother's mission. Nathan took a moment to try to distance himself from the subject, tried to explain it dispassionately. When they tried to enter, he finally said, they hit a gravitational inversion. A whole planet's worth of gravity reversed in a split second. Like flying a Volkswagen into a black hole. So they were crushed in an instant. Simmons nodded as if he just heard something he already knew. What if I told you that we at Apex had developed a phenomenal craft that could sustain such an inversion? He nodded at Serizawa. The technology officer pulled up something on the tablet that turned out to be, I don't know, that's cut off, for some sort of machine. The Hollow Earth anti-gravity vehicle, Simmons said. Heave. The right tool for the job, Serizawa added. This is not Ishiro Serizawa, this is Ren Serizawa, Ishiro Serizawa's son. Nathan stared at the specs, instantly overwhelmed. So yeah. Pretty cool, right? Nuclear pulse from Aftershock, which was used to kill Prime, and the thermonuclear form, which could disintegrate Monster Zero and stop his regeneration. Final words, Godzilla. His hacks. Final words, Godzilla survived the original oxygen destroyer, providing him a resistance to molecular, hold up. Molecular destruction, deconstruction, matter manipulation, corrosion, inducement, air manipulation, and minor regeneration negation as it killed Godzilla in 1954. Let me pull up the scan. If anyone's in Japanese, can you guys translate this for me? If anyone knows Japanese, if not, that's okay. Monster vs. Godzilla's Atomic Breath, using quantum scaling. Low ball 13.51186429816 gigatons island level. Mid ball 2.41862370937 teratons small country. The high ball is 23.66268947218 exatons multicontinental. The other high ball is 4.23562 zetatons, which is small planet. And for Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the low ball is 270.237285962 gigatons, large island. Mid ball 48.37. 2471874 teratons, which country. Highball 473.2537894436 exatons, small planet. And the other highball is 84.7124284 zetatons, which is small planet. And then let me go to the other one without using quantum scaling. Where is it? Here it is. So, without using quantum scaling, hold on, let me copy and paste it down to the part. Give me 1 second. I can't paste it. Why? Why? Okay, computer. Just let me copy this, okay? It's not that difficult. There we go. Low ball. This is without using quantum scaling. 222.08714644 megatons mountain level. Mid ball 26.627.66334.646 gigatons island level, or 31.96583.653 gigatons island level. High ball 55.980259 exatons moon level. Uh, so yeah, it's pretty impressive. Final Warriors Atomic Breath. Low ball 17.61 gigatons island level. Mid ball 6.856 teratons small country. High ball 14 exatons, which is multi-continental. Advantages: Monster vs. Godzilla. Power, strength, intelligence, speed, durability, experience. Godzilla knows ages longer than epochs and is bare minimum Triassic age, though most likely still Permian age. Let me get the scan. Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. He moved through his territory. His territory moved in him. He knew his domain by his voices, sounds, scents, by cycles larger than epochs and smaller than heartbeats. He knew it by thirsts and hungers, by what it needed. Territory was not a place, not an area with boundaries. It was a compulsion. He had defeated the ancient three-headed foe. He had accepted the obeisance of others. He had rested and then heard the song, the strange voice of another. He followed the call and being met with the sting and fire of the small ones. But the prey had eluded him. He could not find it, not in the deeps, where no sunlight reached, not in the shallows, in the reefs bustling with life, not in the currents where the great swimmers traveled. His territory seemed safe again, but as his anger subsided, as he sank towards his place of rest, his territory was invaded, not by the hidden one, but by the other, another ancient enemy, older than the three-headed one, a rivalry written into his very blood and bone. So he sought him, and they fought. And again, the small ones attacked him with their stings and smoke, and he knew that something was changing. Those who once... Yeah. Other advantages for Monster vs. Godzilla: stamina and hacks, because he has a lot more hacks than Final Wars. Regeneration. I give this to Monster vs. Godzilla, not Final Wars, because he regrew his dorsal plates in 5 years while we only saw Final Wars regenerate his skin. Advantages for Final Wars Godzilla: walking speed, reactive power level, growing stronger over time. He got strong in the ice for 30 years and went from losing against Monster X to having a notable advantage over the course of their fight. I don't want to show the thing on YouTube just in case, I get copyright. I don't feel like it. But basically, what was happening in the fight, Monster X was practically beating up Godzilla, and then he kind of gained like an adaptation to his breath. And then after that, he got an advantage over Monster X and practically began beating him up in the fight. So yeah, debatable factors for hacks. Melee combat. Final Wars Godzilla is a master of martial arts and can kick, punch, judo throw, and throw a knee. Legendary Godzilla in the movie shows decent melee combat. I say decent because of what Final Wars has shown. Um, but in the games is where he really shines. In Smash 3, Godzilla can uppercut and hook Titans, precise enough to land blows on objects as small as helicopters and jets. He can jump and use shockwaves on enemies as well. Their aggression and willingness to kill both will spare but fight to the death if needed. The winner of the first round goes to Monster vs. Godzilla. Yeah, guys. So in the first round of the fight, it only took practically almost an hour to make. But yeah, the winner is Monster vs. Godzilla, and I'm gonna go over why. So if you use quantum scaling calcs, getting him to planetary, he would one shot Final Wars Godzilla. I'm pretty sure even if you got him to small planet, he would still one shot. So I'm pretty sure GVK Godzilla using quantum scaling still one shots him. I think. I don't know, but using just normal calculations, using the 55.998 exotons, getting him to moon level, that's a much more reasonable fight, because Final Wars, the highest he scales in base is multi-continental, so that is where we that's where we get our most even fight in the base round, and so Final Wars definitely has better reaction speeds than Legendary Godzilla. Legendary Godzilla hasn't shown light speed reactions, but he should have light speed reactions due to Ghidorah dodging his atomic breath. And Monsterverse and everyone slash Monsterverse Godzilla scales to King Ghidorah, so he should have light speed reactions. Same thing with Final Wars, but Final Wars actually shows light speed reactions while Legendary doesn't. So that's why I give him the reaction speeds. So yeah, practically if Legendary gets one hit with quantum scaling, it's over. A much more even fight. It would be a much longer, drawn out fight than it not being. So yeah, the first fight goes to Monster vs. Godzilla. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know who you guys think wins round 1 in the comment sections below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!